Nvidia DLSS 4, supreme speed, superior visuals, powered by AI. Even some people are saying game changer now. DLSS isn't new, but the DLSS 4 is the Nvidia's using a new transformer AI model trained by the Nvidia supercomputers to better render the most complex part of a scene. The result improves stability from one frame to the next, enhanced lighting detail and more detail in motion. What I'm gonna do in this video, guys, I'm gonna be testing one game. This is gonna be Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, starting it with its original DLSS, and this game is using DLSS 3 right now. So by the way, you can use this tool here, the DLSS swapper, to just go and directly swap to the latest DLSS if that's your thing, or if you want to do it the standard way, then what you can do is you can also use the Nvidia app, because if you download the latest Nvidia drivers, guys, then you can go down below here, graphics, games. There's going to be something called driver settings, and there's going to be also the DLSS override option here. Right now it uses the 3D application setting, means the DLSS which the game arrived with, but you can click here and change to the latest, or click even here and either choose the latest or go for the different presets. So right now there are different things for J and K about ray reconstruction, etc. But nevertheless, if you just go and select here latest, you're going to be on DLSS 4. Now I'm not going to modify anything from here, because again I'm using DLSS swapper, just so elegant, guys, and you can just do so many things. Not only DLSS, if your card supports frame generation or ray reconstruction or FSR, you know, there are really plenty of options. But just scroll down a bit and let's analyze something, because a lot of people are just thinking, hey, you know, only the latest guys that are crazy filthy rich are gonna get DLSS 4. No, everybody starting with the RTX 20, 30, 40 and so forth will get DLSS ray reconstruction, super resolution, which is actually the upscale, and the deep learning anti-aliasing DLLA. Now there are some things of course reserved for the rich people. So if you want to get frame generation, then you need to have a 40 series card, and if you want to get MFG, you know, like your crazy filthy rich, then the MFG or the multi-frame generation is going to only work with the latest RTX 50 series. Started the game, guys, and as you can see here, I am using the DLSS version 3.1.13. We can also see the upscale that we're doing. So right now we're upscaling from 1440p to 4K. all right, this thing here is very handy. You can use this by just importing a tweak in your registry, or I just use directly the DLSS wrapper. Now guys, let me go and show you the settings. So we're using 4K resolution, VSync is off, and now the upscaling is set to DLSS quality. All right, so I'm just going to engage with the game and show you. All right, and by the way, for you that are thinking that DLSS is not worth it, I can show you guys, the moment I just get rid of the DLSS, I'm not able to get to the 50 FPS. So I'm gonna get something like 30, 40. So certainly upscaling works. Now the thing is, there are some trade-offs, specifically with the version 3. I'm not the expert here, but if you see people that really know shit about this, it's related to ghosting, it's related also to texture detail, to blur, the occlusion as well, you know, also about the edges. So edge details sometimes very bad. Now guys, this is here using the DLSS 3, so let's just try to see some in-game footage. In my book, this runs crazy good, and I got my 3090 for 500 euro. I think one of the best money ever spent. It's an old GPU, but yeah, you can see. And by the way, check here, guys, 14 gigabytes of RAM already. Something that I would like to clarify, if I go once more inside the display, and you're gonna see, guys, if I go inside the graphics, everything is set to the absolute high option available. I'm using ray tracing with reflections on, the ray trace shadows, ambient occlusion, the reflection resolution, so pretty much pumped up to the maximum. Alright guys, now this is it using the DLSS 3. As you can see down below in the left corner, it's upscaling from 1440 to 4K, and it's not bad at all, even with the DLSS 3. But okay, we're going to do a comparison and then guys see what is going to happen. So I just wanted to show like initially how the game plays. Now let's analyze some of the details here, right? Because usually the problems with using upscale is you're gonna get some blurry details on the shadows. When you move around, you're gonna get ghosting. You can see like there is this blur around the character, and it's very problematic also with hair and let's say details like fur, stuff like that. But then again, guys, I'm not the expert here. I'm just showing you this for fun, and of course also to break with my 3090. No, I'm joking. It's an old card, but it's very powerful nevertheless. All right, let's analyze now our Ratchet and see Again, this is now using DLSS 3, and I'm going to repeat the very same things with the DLSS 4, and we will compare. You can see here the ears, they got a bit of a smudge, right? And I really hope that with DLSS 4 it's going to be better. Also, when I'm moving so fast, you can see I get this blur on the background and the objects are not really so much in focus. But it is what it is, guys. Now it's time to switch to DLSS 4 and see if this is going to be better or, yeah, not at all. And the way I'm going to do this, guys, just use the DLSS swapper, click here, select DLSS. I'm going to go for the latest one. So this version here, 310.2.1, is indeed DLSS 4. I'm just going to click swap, guys, and you just need to restart the game. As simple as that, right? I mean, not bad. And as you can see here, we're already using DLSS v3. It says v3, but it's actually DLSS 4 with the preset K. The version is indeed 310.2.1, and I'm going to restart a game. I didn't really change any other settings, so we're again using the highest available settings with all the nice goodies from the ray tracing included, and we're using the upscale method for quality. I think it's much sharper, guys. The whole image feels really like over sharpened, but it ain't bad, and it's not in a bad way, by the way. Yeah, also, guys, when I'm just zooming in like this, all the other objects, they just come to focus much faster than before, I think. But pay attention to Ratchet here, guys. Alright, everything's so sharp. Every little fur on his head and his ears. So definitely nice. And we can see, by the way, the upscaling is again from 1440 to 4K. This is just good, guys. Alright, let's analyze the grass here. Wow. Well, not bad at all, right? Let's check here as well. Yeah. And if I'm moving around, guys, you can see that yeah, ghosting isn't that much, I think, as before, right? Still a bit of a ghosting when I kind of move fast. Ratchet is going to get somehow this blurred, but the edges, yeah, woohoo! Not bad at all. Let me know what you think down below, guys. I don't think that it's gonna be, let's say, a massive difference for people that are just enjoying and playing the game, but when you are to just start to pixel peep, you can for sure see that DLSS 4 is for sure better than the previous version. And hey, guys, I am getting 53 FPS, and you can see VRAM usage is almost 15 gigabytes. So this is so much really, and you can see that my GPU is burning power like crazy. But guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. I think that DLSS 4 certainly worth it, so if you have an older video card like I do, you can benefit from this. Let's check the ears, guys. Wow. Yeah, definitely. Let's try to rotate faster. Everything's so sharp. Alright, good job, Nvidia, at least for that. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.